Hey everybody, good to see you. Hey, Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday. I hope you've put it on your calendar, kind of marked it aside so that you can honor your moms. Um, hey everybody, good to see you. Hey, Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday. And as I was thinking about Mother's Day, I was thinking about that scene that occurred when Jesus was hanging on the cross, and his mom and some others were standing there and watching what took place. And I can't imagine the emotion that she must have been going through in that moment where her son, her firstborn son, was being crucified for a crime he never committed. And yet she had to remember back to the day when she had come into the temple with him, and a man named Simeon had made a prophecy about how he was going to divide the nation and how her heart was going to be broken. And I imagine in that moment that her heart very much was broken. But I'm also struck in this story by the compassion that Jesus shows for her, even while he's on the cross. Take a listen to these words. This is John chapter 19, and we're gonna pick it up in verse 25, and I'm gonna use the NLT today. This is what it says. It says, "Standing near the cross were Jesus' mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother standing there beside the disciple he loved, who was John, he said to her, 'Dear woman, here is your son.' And he said to this disciple, 'Here is your mother.' And from then on, this disciple took her into his home." And I was just struck by the thought that Jesus, even while he's preparing to die, taking on himself the sin of the world, he's still thinking about his mom and about making sure that after he's gone, his mom's taken care of. John's there with her, and he kind of hands her off to John and says, "Here's your mom," and tells her, "Here's your son." And they connect, and for the rest of her life, it appears, John brought her into his household and cared for her as if she was his own mom. And it made me think about how moms come in all different shapes and sizes. We have our physical moms, our birth moms, right, who go through all the pain of bringing us into this world. They care for us. They change our diapers. They feed us. They comfort us when we cry. They nurture us and care for us as we grow. They teach us the things that we need to know to be able to navigate this world. And it's a wonderful thing to have mothers. Everybody has one, right? Without moms, the world would cease to exist. But God has perpetuated the race, chosen to perpetuate the human race through this process of conception and birth. And moms are the ones who take and shoulder most of that burden, aren't they? But moms also come in other ways. There are spiritual moms, those who maybe taught us about the faith and encouraged us in our faith and strengthened us in our faith. There are those who care for us like moms, even if they aren't actually our moms. And I was thinking about how this would be for John and Mary. And I imagine it was a two-way street, right? Mary cared for him and he cared for her. We don't know anything about John's actual natural mother. We don't know if she was still living. We don't know if she was in the picture at all. But that doesn't really matter. When I think about my own life and my own mom and how much my own mom has blessed me, I also know that there have been other women who have blessed me too, in different ways at different times. Lori's mom, Joanne, was a big influence in my life. Joe Lyon, a big influence in my life. So there's I guess what I'm trying to say is that there are moments where people come into our lives and relationships are formed, and they're not the same as your relationship with your actual birth mom, but they still take on those characteristics of a relationship between a mom and a child. And it goes both ways. Moms care for us, and we care for them. They encourage us, and we encourage them. And that's what you see Jesus doing here on the cross, is he's making sure that she has somebody in her life to take care of her, that she's not left alone. And I find it kind of interesting because she has other kids, right? She has other kids. And yet it's John who takes her in to his household. And the Bible doesn't tell us what her relationship with the other brothers, James and John, are like. You assume it's good, right? Especially as they become believers and take roles in the church as leaders. You would think that those relationships still flourish and are good. The Bible just doesn't tell us. But so this Mother's Day, I guess what I'm wanting to encourage you to do is definitely think about your mom, honor your mom, encourage your mom. But also think about those other women who have played that role in your life, and look to encourage and strengthen them as well. Moms are a great blessing. Sometimes we struggle, but moms are a great blessing. And my encouragement to you is to take this Sunday, one day out of the year, could be any day out of the year, could be every day out of the year, but find the time to encourage and bless your mother and your mothers. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine on you, and may you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.